Did you know 99% of people are fed the lie that a college degree is the only path to wealth, while the 1% build empires without one? I'm Metal Minds, a self-made millionaire, and I doubled my income without a single day in a lecture hall. Today, I'm sharing my 4-step framework so you can break free and do the same. The system wants you chained to student loans and a soul-crushing 9 to 5. It tells you to study for years, rack up debt, and settle for a paycheck that barely covers rent. Meanwhile, the ultra-rich are out there hustling, turning ideas into cash without a diploma. I was stuck in that trap, slaving away in a warehouse for $10 an hour, no degree, no future. Then, I saw moguls like Elon Musk thrive without leaning on fancy credentials. They don't play the system's game, they rewrite the rules. That's what I did, and it changed my life. You don't need a degree to double your income. You need a plan. I call it the no-degree wealth formula, a 4-step system to build wealth through side hustles or entrepreneurship. It's simple, battle-tested, and it took me from broke to millions. Let's dive into step 1. Identify a market gap. The wealthy don't follow fads. They solve problems people pay for. Look at what's missing in your town or online. I noticed people wanted trendy phone accessories but couldn't find affordable ones. Here's how. First, check platforms like X or local groups for complaints. Second, pick 3 problems you can solve with skills you already have. Third, test demand with a small offer, like a $30 service. My buddy Billy sold generic candles and flopped. Phil saw parents needed after-school tutoring and made $700 a week. Step 2. Start with low-cost experiments. You don't need thousands to launch, just creativity and hustle. The system pushes big loans, but the rich start small. I kicked off my first venture with $200 selling phone cases online. Here's the plan. First, use free tools like Etsy or social media to market. Second, offer your product cheap to get quick feedback like $15 for a service. Third, keep costs under $300 using what you own. That $200 hustle became my first $2,000 month because I started lean. Step 3. Reinvest profits to fuel growth. The ultra-wealthy don't waste their first earnings. They pump them back into their hustle. The system baits you with shiny toys like new phones or vacations when you make a buck. I almost blew my early profits on a flashy watch, but that's a rookie mistake. Here's how to do it. First, earmark 70% of your profits for reinvestment. Second, spend on things that boost your hustle, like better tools or online ads. Third, track every cent to ensure it's growing your wealth, not draining it. My friend Phil reinvested his tutoring cash into a website, tripling his bookings. Billy blew his on a new sound system and stayed stuck. Reinvesting is how you turn a side gig into a cash machine. Step 4. Scale smart, not fast. Billionaires don't rush to go big. They grow strategically to avoid wiping out. The system loves when you overcommit with loans or overhead you can't sustain. I nearly crashed my hustle by leasing a warehouse too soon. Here's the plan. First, only scale after 6 months of consistent income. Second, outsource small tasks like customer service to save time. Third, expand your reach like selling nationwide without huge costs. This framework changed everything for me, and my first venture proves it. Back in my 20s, I was scraping by in a warehouse, no degree, no prospects. Then I spotted a gap. People wanted unique phone accessories but couldn't find them cheap. I started dropshipping phone cases with $200 sourcing from a supplier I found online. My first $600 sale felt like winning the lottery, but I didn't splurge. I reinvested every dollar into better suppliers and targeted ads on social media. That hustle started pulling in $3,000 a month because I stayed disciplined. That dropshipping hustle wasn't just a side gig, it was my ticket out of the system. I kept reinvesting profits, sourcing better products, and targeting bigger markets. By year 2, I outsourced order fulfillment, letting me focus on marketing. That $200 experiment snowballed into a business earning $15,000 a month. No degree, no corporate ladder, just these 4 steps and relentless hustle. If I'd spent that first $600 on a new TV, I'd still be in that warehouse. The system wants you to stay small, but you're built for bigger. These 4 steps, find a gap, experiment cheap, reinvest, and scale smart, are your escape plan. They worked for a nobody like me, and they'll work for you. The 1% don't rely on diplomas. They pounce on opportunities. You don't need a degree, you need action. Here's your next move. This week, spot one problem people complain about. Maybe it's fitness coaching, custom stickers, or pet sitting in your neighborhood. Test it with $50 or less, like a quick ad on X or a local flyer. Track your results, reinvest every penny, and only scale when you're rock solid. That's how you double your income without a degree. I'm living proof, and I'm rooting for you to join me. Subscribe, hit the bell, and stick with my channel for more ways to ditch the system. The game's rigged to keep you broke, but you've got the blueprint now. Go find your market gap and start building your fortune. Let's make the 1% sweat together.